Let's get it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I am one of your hosts, Daniel. I've got both Sherman and Slothy with me. Sherman, how you doing?
Will skip me. How you doing, Dan?
I was gonna say, Sherman, how are you doing minus the preamble rant? I hope you're doing better. I'm doing pretty good. I went out for a nice dinner last night, kind of nice busy week and everything like that. My thumb's not crazy anymore. It's part of it's back. We're so back. We're so
There you
back.
go.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. The part of my thumb that I cut off, like I was saying, it's like a totally different color. So it's like still like, even though the scar is like it grew back pretty good, minus like a little flat spot. But there's like just a giant part of my thumb that's like pretty bright red still as a scar. It's kind of interesting and weird. But other than that, I've been good. I wasn't able to go swimming as much because I hurt myself. So then, well, I didn't. I did hurt myself. I cut part of my off. But I was like, I just because of that I couldn't go swimming, couldn't have like bandage in the pool, right? So I'm happy to be back swimming because I love swimming. It's like my favorite thing to do. And Slothy, how are you?
Pretty good. Ended up having to retake my government exam for school, so I took that yesterday and just got my results back at like 4 o'clock this morning and ended up having a 12% improvement. So that's
Nice.
pretty exciting.
That's
How
pretty
do
good.
you get a
Um,
12% improvement if you're perfect already? I don't I don't
oh,
understand that.
oh.
Sorry for the language there, everyone.
Um,
It's one of
but yeah,
those
other than
days.
that, uh, yeah, pretty good.
That's
Sister's birthday today, gonna go for breakfast after.
really quickly. I was gonna say that's a wild time to send you. Who's up marking the reports at this? You know.
Oh, they're busy down at it's called AIT. Like I think there was like 180 people in the room yesterday
That's a
and
busy test.
started at 8:45. Well, it was over a couple different trades.
Oh, okay.
And I think they kind of got the stuff in and then were immediately on marking them all.
Oh, fair, fair. That's it's a lot of math stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for me. I'm not a wonderful. I say that as I want to like go back to schooling, but I'm not really a sit in the classroom kind of person. I'm really bad at it. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I was gonna say really quickly the deck we're talking about today is there's an enormous maybe board on this side. Like we're probably not going to go through all of the maybe board that's in this list, but there's a big one. I saw this commander. I thought this was probably the most annoying way that I could build this deck, and I was so excited about it because we talked before about being annoying on a budget. This is like my big budget of the deck, and it's $230. I'll post like a full actual budget, but this is like my in paper deck, and this is
Mhm.
I've had so much fun playing this. It's not been fun. I played it in I've only played a few spell table games with it, and no one seemed to like it so far, which to me means I'm doing a great job at what I wanted. Because we talked about being annoying on a budget, and this commander is just wonderful for it. Right now, its price is like crazy. This obviously it's going to drop like the thing if you see it. But what we're
Mhm.
talking about here is Wan Shi Tong Librarian, and if you want any of these cards, go to House of Cards. .ca promo code IT99. Get a discount. Support us. The cards are expensive. Go buy them right now. Right now, no one else is going to have them. You don't want anyone else to get them. But that being said, Wan Shi Tong is just obnoxious. I love every part of it. The art is awesome. It's bird and spirit, which is great. It's X double blue for a 1/1 bird spirit with flash flying vigilance. Wan Shi Tong enters, when it enters, you put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. So we have our draw engine in the command zone, which is wonderful. We've got a mana sink, which is great. And whenever an opponent searches their library, you put a 1/1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and draw a card. That really does scale with whatever table you're playing with, right? Because more higher bracket things have a lot of like really quick out mana. Plus, early on in the game is when everyone cultivates, blah 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 blah, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of times in a lot of games, I basically always just drop Wan Shi Tong as a 2 drop, like 2 mana drop, get it out as fast as I can, and just start getting that early value on people tutoring and that. Like again, I have a few ways to get this card back into my hand. So Wan Shi Tong is it's just a great draw engine for me, but just the fact that you've got a beater that grows as the table tutors and searches is awesome. And that's for everything. When they're cracking fetch lands, when they're doing any of these things. So early game, a lot of times I'm netting 4 or 5 card draw in the first like 3, 4 turns of the game, which is just awesome. It's so, so nice. I really like this commander, and you're gonna see a pretty consistent theme in my deck. So let's go into the main theme of it, because I don't sort by any number stuff. We're alphabetic, and that's all we need. Main theme, bounce.
All right. Let me take the first one because I like this first card. It's going to be boing for 1 in a blue. It's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Then roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 3 or less, scry a number of cards equal to the result.
Yeah. We really quickly before we carry on with this, also it's hilarious to say boing. It's very funny.
It is.
The what we want is our whole deck is essentially removal stuff. We've got 25 cards in the bounce section. Either we're putting your cards back in your hand because you've annoyed us for the night, and I just think it's really funny to consistently reset your big creatures into your hand for 2 mana, or we're using it to protect, save our commander, and as a mana dump. So if we've got like 7 or 8 mana sitting around at the end step, we're gonna quickly bounce this back. We're gonna flash the commander in and get another draw. We don't really care about the counters on the commander. We can get it big later, but we're just using it to flicker and be obnoxious. We want it hand field.
Yeah, it stuff like this is also nice because it's a nice tempo swing, but at the same time it's good for politics because a lot of uh players I find are starting to play with more ETB abilities anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, like Slothy, like, you have a Zakama, we need you to destroy 4 enchantments on, my board. So Dan can, he can bounce your Zakama so you can get like more mana again,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Well, like you said too, right? Exactly. You can use this to save things from exile, from any of those things, right? Like, hey, Sherman, like you owe me a favor, and I'll save your commander from that path to exile.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just
Mhm.
funny to say "get boinged, dummy."
There you go.
Next up here, we've got Boomerang. Double blue for an instant. Return target permanent to its owner's hand.
Tell you right now, I've used this a few times. Like I said, I've played this game a few times. I've drawn it in a turn 1 hand. Hilarious to put people's land back into their hand.
My question with this is when are we getting the Shakespeare Secret Lair?
That's right.
Since he's canonical.
Yeah,
Eh,
that's true. It is true. Bring it back. We've got a Brackish Blunder next. It's another instant. 1 and a blue. You return target creature to its owner's hand. If it was tapped, you create a map token. I don't think anyone knows what map tokens are. I don't think anyone cares.
Hey, exploring's pretty good.
Fair.
Explorer is fun.
Not in this deck.
The next one's gonna be Call to Heal for 1 in a blue. It's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller draws a card. That part actually matters a lot.
It's like you said, it's another nice politics thing. It's hey, hey, you want some card draw?
Yeah.
But
Or even
again, if we're bringing it back to our hand, right? It's giving us more draw to get back and forth.
mhm.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Consign to Dream. 2 and a blue. Instant. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. If that permanent is red or green, put it on top of its owner's library instead.
Love it.
I personally don't like this one.
Consigned to Dream is really fun later on. I'll talk about why it's hilarious, but it's great for commanders because do you take the you're gonna draw it next turn, or do you risk it going into your deck?
Yeah, fair. Because if you're shuffling, yeah.
Yeah, right. There's a few things that again we wanna convince people that we want to make bad deals. We have our Consuming Vortex next, and Instant Arcane, 1 in the blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. It has Splice onto Arcane, and it. I can't speak today. And it's 3 in a blue. As you play an Arcane spell, you can reveal it from your hand, pay its Splice cost if you do. Add this card. I have pretty much always wanted to build something about the with an Arcane deck, and I just never have.
It's hard
Mm.
to do that just because there's not enough good arcane cards.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder if they will ever like revisit that as a, because again, it seems really fun to splice things onto Arcane. And maybe it's good in like a 60 card format with like 4 offs and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's better off of that. But like I built a Calamax one that used splice in arcane, so that like you're doubling up the instances for like the abilities and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. But even then, that was like real janky and didn't really do well.
that's fair.
The next one is a really good card that's hard to find. It's Crystal Shard. That's 3 mana. It's an artifact. For 3 mana, and you can tap it, or you can tap a single blue and tap it. Return target creature to its owner's hand unless its controller pays 1. More than likely, we're just going to do this for ourselves.
It's again, it is great for us, but it is hilarious to do you pay the 1 tax people when they draw or when they put a creature down.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Next up here, we've got Cunning Evasion. 1 in a blue for an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand.
I like that. You're either going to take commander damage or I'm getting my free bounce.
I
If
like the fact that it's an enchantment.
I
Mhm.
I will say really quickly as well, before we go farther, if they have the oversized, because I was looking at my oversized in the back there. If they have the oversized Wan Shi Tong, I'm holding Kelly up at face to face. I need it. I need it so badly. Drop Wan Shi Tong on the board. My library. Yeah, no, it is a good enchantment as well. It's a nice repeatable effect, and like I said, the one damage or more damage, because you can really mana dump into your commander late game. If people don't have a flyer, you can kill them pretty easy with commander damage. And you also, if you have not noticed, have a bit of removal for if they do have flyers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to combat. You have a flyer. Interesting. Boing. Next we have curfew, which is really funny. It's 1 blue. Each player chooses a creature he or she controls, returns it to their hand.
Curfew is fantastic.
You here, Sherman?
Is it me? Oh, my bad. The next one's gonna be Dour Port Mage for 1 in a blue. It's a creature that's a frog wizard that's a 1/3. Whenever one or more other creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, you draw a card. For 1 in a blue, you can tap it and return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. This is a fantastic card. It's so nice.
Every time I see anything Bloomborough related, I'm like, this was a great set. Every part of it. It's a frog wizard. He's sitting on a lily pad. What more do you want?
Oh,
Yeah,
one.
like this card, like if you're playing blank, you know, it just outperforms every single time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
worth the $5 you have
Mhm.
to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's again, right? I bought a lot of Bloomborough, so for me, I'm paying nothing for it. But yeah, like at a $5
Mhm.
price tag for how much you get from it, it is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bloomborough was very good. Um, Next up, we've got Drown in Shapelessness. 1 in a blue for an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand.
I'm a simple man.
Hey, you've got interaction in here,
Yeah.
which is already kind of strange.
It's
So,
I
Yeah.
have
even if it's all kind of the same stuff, it's still interaction.
put instants in the deck. I put one kind of instant in the deck.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
Next, we have an erratic portal. It's an artifact that's going to let us blink as well. So it's 4 mana. You pay 1, return target creature to its owner's hand unless they can pay 1. I think again that is just funny. I just really enjoy taxing people the 1.
And the next one we have here, you have a lot of bounds. Holy smoke.
Yeah, I told you. I told you where it's the library. It's my librarian deck. I'm like, this is for when I need people to learn. I need to learn a lesson.
The next one's going to be Fading Hope, which is what I'll have when I play against this. For a single blue, it's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. If its mana value was 3 or less, you get a scry 1.
It's really annoying. It's there's so much like one drop bounce, and it just is really funny to like reset people's like early plays. They're like, all right, I land birds pass. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Put that back in your hand. Throwing people off curve
Uh,
is great.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Fumble, 1 and a blue for an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Gain control of all auras and equipment that were attached to it, then attach them to another creature.
Fumble is one of those cards where if your play group has like plays like a lot of equipment,
Hmm.
it's really fun to cast this when you're like right about to assign combat damage. Like let's say like I'm
Hmm.
attacking someone and they don't block, and I'm like, hey, Slothy, you have like a sort of like sinew and steel.
Mhm.
I'm gonna steal that. Or oh hey, you have a Colossus hammer on something, I'm gonna steal that,
No,
and do like
not my
extra
hammer.
damage. There's like, very little window for anyone to interact, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's a fun card.
We do have a flying commander, like you were saying, right? And it is very unexpected. You don't see
Yeah.
Fumble come up very often, and you don't see somebody get their whole set of Voltron stuff yoinked from them.
And it's fun. It's just funny being like you have a flyer, like, hey, I'm gonna take your colossal hammer. Sure, I don't have flying anymore, but it doesn't matter. I'm about to assign combat damage right now.
Yeah, you should have blocked it. It wasn't flying. I like it. We have a runaway together. It's 1 and a blue. It's doing exactly what you think it is. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return them to their owner's hand. It's us again. The commander having flash is so fun. The fact that I can just keep putting it in and out every turn, basically every. I'm basically going land pass.
Yeah, I can see
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, I'm playing one. I'm swinging it on my turn, and then I'm passing because I'll just bounce it, and it's pretty sure the commander also has vigilance. Was I reading that right? Something like
Yes,
that.
it does.
Yeah,
Sure.
it
Why
does.
would sure? Why wouldn't it? Right. So it's there. It's there as an attacker. It's there as an obnoxious blocker that just is endlessly up. And then again, even if you're going to kill it, I just put it back in my hand and replay it, which is what I already want to do. Oh, you're going to search for an answer? I'll draw a card and then blink it.
Yeah.
Man, it's annoying. I love it. It's been one of my favorite decks to play in for a while. I still haven't. I don't have the only thing I'm missing from that is the physical copy of it. But everyone's been
Yeah.
nice enough to let me. It's really funny to say that everyone's been nice enough to let me like play the commander without like having the tangible one, and then I'm just like, so anyways, I bounce their creatures all game.
So what you're saying is if you don't get one by
Oh yeah.
next weekend, we can just throw a big stink about you not having the physical
Oh no,
version
no,
then.
Daniel, I'd love to let you play it. It's just there's not
No, I don't. Just for this weekend, I don't like proxies and all that. So
That's really funny. Yeah, no, no, sorry. This is especially out of the event. This is an actual event, so we can't do it. I probably won't bring this to the event. It's not fun. And I like to try to have fun, and this has been just annoying so far. This has received, just so you guys know, less it's been received less humorously than my full land destruction deck.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Again, when you're spending 6 mana to dump a creature out, and I'm like, nah, because it's so much worse than a counterspell, right? Because a counterspell, like, you see it coming. This is just disrespectful. Play it again, and then I do it again.
Oh, I
It,
would not be playing Dargo Kedis against this deck at all.
Boing, yeah,
I'd
it
sacrifice all my stuff and then immediately just have it bounced back.
there you
yeah. I'll,
go.
I'll fading hope it. I think it's you here, Sherman.
Yeah. The next one's going to be a Serum Snare for 1 and a blue. It's an instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So doesn't have to be a creature. If that permanent has mana value 3 or less, proliferate, which is the fun part.
Yeah. You'll see. Like I said, this deck has an enormous. It's got an enormous sideboard because there's so many fun things to do with this deck. I think initially when I like made cards for this deck, it was like 170 cards. So there's you can really go again, your commander has 1/1 counters on it. You can really easily go into a proliferate theme because of it. And like there's also like the drumming bird, like these kind of things. There's so many good it's also a bird, you just say it's a bird tribal. Sorry, you have another poison counter. But I didn't end up going too much with it. The serum snare is in there specifically because like that. And like I said, this is like a $230 deck, but I think the commander's like 70 of the dollars right now, and that's gotta
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, it's an expensive.
It's
It's an
simply
expensive
yeah, it can't stay at
commander.
$70. Come on. And if it does, proxy it. Or order from House of Cards. Both. Do both.
Next up, we've got Snap. 1 and a blue. For an instant, return target creature to its owner's hand and untap up to 2 lands.
Flavor text
It's
says
so
it
much.
all. Good riddance.
Oh snap!
Yeah, it's again, it's basically that's essentially free bounce, which is annoying. Because
Yeah.
again, our commander is just still 2 mana. I can bounce it and put it right back out just for free. And it's great. I love
Mhm.
it. We also have
Good.
Snap Back, which is the same kind of thing. It's 1 in a blue. You can exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay its cost. Return target creature to its owner's hand.
Oh no, you have to exile one of your 24 other bounce effects to play this one for free?
I want you to know when I started, I think this section had 40 cards in it. And I was like,
Goodness.
I should leave it. I should, well, after all, why shouldn't I have 40 bounce cards? But you have to, it also is a huge ramp. You're never going to be low on ramp. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be an unexplained disappearance for 1 in a blue, another instant. Return target creature's owner's hand, and you get a surveil 1.
I like Surveil as a mechanic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Surveil's fun. I like it.
Then we've got Unsummon, single blue for an instant, return target creature to its owner's hand.
Love it. You love to see it. We've got a Ureni's Rebuff as well next, 1 in a blue. It's a sorcery, sadly. Return target creature to its owner's hand, so it's not horrible. But the fun part is the Harmonize. It's 5 in a blue. You can cast it from your graveyard for its Harmonize cause. You tap a creature you control to reduce it by X, where X is its power, then exile the spell. Really, really funny to, again, just use our commander that we're already trying to blink back to get like another free extra bounce with it.
Yeah, casting it from the graveyard is going to make it cheaper
The
with your commander out than just casting it normally.
Again, we do have to remember that like the Wan Shi Tong is going to be a pretty big draw engine for us, even though it's half rounded down. But we're able to really get a lot of 1/1 counters on it. Just essentially all the X we can dump into it. This commander gets big, and having a flyer that is big like that really does end the game. Because if you're at a point where you've got 8 mana and you're just consistently dumping this creature out again, you're almost never going to get me with commander tax in this one. I'm saving it. We're good.
That's
And
fair.
no one really it's a 1/1 bird. When I drop it down for 2 early game, no one's like, that's gotta go. Everyone just kind of leaves it alone, which is a problem.
Everyone keep in mind, that's got to
Oh,
go.
It does have to go.
off the bird. Next one we have is going to be Vapor Snag for a single blue. It's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller loses 1 life.
Then we've got Voyage's End. 1 in a blue for an instant, return target creature to its owner's hand, scry 1.
We have a theme. I'm sorry, we have a theme. We've got Wipe Away next. It has Split Second. It's 1 double blue for an instant. You return target permanent to its owner's hand. Again, returning people's land is just really funny. I can't stress it enough. Returning the off-color lands that they need to cast their commander. Hilarious. Putting their Triomes back in their hand. Hilarious. Their Guild Gates. Anything tapped. Anything to slow people down annoyingly. Hilarious.
And then we get the last one here in this category. It's going to be Withdraw. It's going to be double blue for an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Then return another target creature to its owner's hand unless its controller pays 1 mana.
I do like to
That's
ask,
nice.
do you pay the 1 a few times in this deck?
No, it's cards like this is fun. It's because like Withdraw is like, okay, I return one of my creatures to my hand. I will not pay the 1, and I'll return one of your creatures to your hand.
It's so funny to do this just on like to blink people's big creatures is hilarious. It's good rage bait. It's good rage bait material. Our next section, 1 card evasion.
Sure. Uh, yeah, I got Sword Coast Sailor, a 1 and a blue for a legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player. If no opponent has more life than that player, this creature can't be blocked this turn.
Easy commander damage,
Sword, Sword Coast Sailor like ends games sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
right? It's I do have it right beside my finishers for that reason because it is a good way to finish. Let's start my finishers. They're just nice and easy ones. It's just draw ones. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, 1 triple blue. If you would draw a card while you have no cards in your library, you win the game. +1, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, draw a card. Also hilarious if people are tutoring to the top. -8, draw 7 cards. Then if you have no cards in it, you win the game.
Man, it's a $9 card. What the hell?
It needs a reprint pretty badly,
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I thought they reprinted it a few times, didn't they?
right?
Yeah, they reprinted it a lot. Oh, well, they're all specialized. That's the reason why.
Yeah, there's only been a Secret Lair reprints.
Yeah.
It does need
Okay.
another one. It's a popular card.
Okay. I get it. All right. Fine. The other one's gonna be Lab Maniac. We all know this. We all love it. It's 2 in the blue. It's a 2/2 human wizard. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead.
You might be thinking to yourself, Daniel, we've gone alphabetically and you don't have a draw section. Draw section is the commander, and I think you really underestimate how much we're going to draw in this deck. So having both of these available as again, we're either going to bash face with this commander, we're going to annoy people into leaving the game, which is a win. You do still win if your opponents leave the table,
That's fair.
or you
Mhm.
have the draw win.
Yeah.
I'm a simple man.
I feel like 20 Toad would be really funny in this.
I do like 20
Yeah.
Toad. Again, there's just no room for extra cards. All bounce. You need more
Hey,
bounce.
Dragon Shield gives you 102 sleeves for a reason.
Am I right?
Honest question, Daniel. No offense, honest question. How long did it take you to figure out there was 102 in it? Because I remember before you used to just like sleeve them and not count. And you're like, what the heck? I'm missing.
Oh no, I've always known. Every time I put stacks of cards in 100, and then I look at both. I go, I mean, why not? After all, why shouldn't I put a few more lands in the deck?
You're running 33. You need to put in more.
It's an anti-mill strategy, guys. You gotta believe me. No, I don't. I don't put 102 cards in decks. Wink, wink.
Anymore.
Wink, wink. I have enough decks that the extra 2 cards actually makes another deck. A few times
Dude,
over, I'd say. No, they really, I honestly, unrelated to anything, I wish that they would like make I was gonna say I don't really know what Commander 2 200 card decks. Just there's so many cards. If they're releasing this many cards at this thing, come on, give me that. Again, more variants, big stacks.
You could still only run 33 lands.
Yeah, I was gonna say
oh,
Commander
no.
2 Electric Boogaloo. Our land section actually matters a lot in the deck. It's full of obnoxious stuff. I think it is me. No, it's Slothy. I was wrong.
Yeah, are we just kind of going all the way through?
Yeah, most of them are important.
Okay. Yeah, we got Demolition Field. Taps for colorless, pay 2 and tap as sacrifice it. Destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. That land's controller may search their library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, then shuffle. You may search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield, then shuffle.
Do you know how
I would say no, I'm not gonna search a land just to spite you.
But that's what I mean. So again, I'm replacing my land. I'm not out. And that's that. I'm either gonna draw a card and blow up your like Jetmir's Garden or something. Like you're gonna lose your Cradle, your Itlamok, whatever I feel like you losing, and I'm gonna get the card draw. That's the part that makes it so disrespectful,
Yeah.
right? We have a Field of Ruin that's gonna do essentially the same thing. It taps for colorless, pay 2, sack it, destroy target non-basic land opponent controls. Each player searches their library. This one is not May. Each player searches their library for a basic land, puts it on the battlefield, then shuffle. That's a phenomenal triple draw. We're getting 3 draw at 2 mana and ramp. You can't beat it.
I always look at Field of Ruin as a semi group hug. It's like, oh, someone's like,
Exactly. It's group hug.
yeah,
We're
someone has
friends.
like, is land screwed. Let's help him out a bit. The next one's going to be Ghost Quarter. It's another land that taps for a colorless, and you can tap it to sacrifice it to destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Once again, it's a may.
That's such a brutal choice to face early game. Yeah. Will you get it back or not?
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of islands. We have a Jwari Disruption next. It is just one of the modal ones. One of the blue, counter target spell unless the controller pays one. Like I said, I do like to. It's kind of like Sylvan Library, but I didn't put Sylvan Library in the deck, you know? And it's nothing like Sylvan Library. Yeah. The flip side is just a tapped blue land.
Ah.
Yeah, Jwari Ruins.
And then.
It is you, Sherman. Dan jumped over me.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Oh,
Slothy.
That's all right.
all right, I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be that's why I'm like, what's going on? Who's next? Is it? Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. Do we care about this? Let's read it anyways. It enters battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more islands. When it enters battlefield untapped, you may put a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Yay, more bounce.
Yeah, it is exactly. We got more bounce. We're good.
We've got a Reliquary Tower. You got no maximum hand size. Taps for colorless.
Now, I said earlier this is a mostly budget deck. 100 of the dollars are your Commander and Seagate Restoration. Just I don't know. Wait till that card drops and don't put in Seagate Restoration if you want it. Again, then there's like $130 deck, and that's before I even make it a budget version. So if you have a Seagate Restoration, run it because it's phenomenal. If you don't, then do it. But it's 4 triple blue, draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand +1, no max hand size for the rest of the game, or it is the Blue Bolt. Seagate Reborn. As it enters, you can pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters tapped, adds a blue.
You know what? There's a card that more people should play. If you're in a play group where a lot of players like to draw a lot of cards, there's a card called Plagiarize. It's really funny. If I remember correctly, it's like 4 mana, like 3 in a blue. It's an instant. All that doesn't matter. What matters is that fact that if I remember correctly, it says if someone would draw a card, you draw those cards instead.
I like that.
Yeah, if target
Those-
player would draw a card, they
Oh.
skip it, you draw it until end of turn.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot. I took the land price out of the deck price. It will not reduce it down. This is don't worry about it. I was like sinking to super. I was like, wow, we could really make this a budget deck. No, it's again, these are all cards that I just had in like my deck building box. Don't yeah, it's like a $75 land section, which again is not horrible, but still avoid it if you can. Or don't. Buy a Seagate Restoration if you want. It's fun to play. Big spell. I believe it's you, Sherman.
I did Mystic Sanctuary.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I did Seagate. Oh no, Slothy. Sorry, I changed the order. I think again.
Oh, I'm confused. We've got Sink into Stupor. 1 double blue for an instant. Return target spell or non-land permanent opponent controls to their hand. And flip side is Soporific Springs. Enters, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters tapped and taps for blue.
Yeah. I like it. It's
It's
more
fun.
bounce.
Next one's gonna be Volatile Fault. It's a cave that taps for a colorless, and you tap 1 and tap it, sacrifice the fault, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. That player may search their library for a basic land card, put it on battlefield, then shuffle. You create a treasure token. Hey, I like that part.
Yeah. I like the destroy land part, but again, brackets say no mass land destruction. This is not mass.
It's true.
This is technically I'm just trying to draw a card. Hey guys, do you mind if I quickly draw a card? Everyone's like, yeah, no problem. And then I volatile fault you. Hilarious.
But I needed that Maze of Ith.
Yeah, right. We've got 2 mana sinks in the deck. One is going to be Blue Sun Zenith because again we want to draw cards. X triple blue, target player draws X cards. You shuffle it back in. You keep getting it.
Sorry, which section did we jump to here?
Mana Sink.
Mana Sink.
Okay. Next up, we've got Mind Shrieker. 1 and a blue for a spirit bird, 1/1 with flying. Pay 2. Target player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Mind Shrieker gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is that spell's mana value.
Huh. That's fun. That's
It's
a really fun card.
yeah, it's pretty annoying for a Mana Sink, and as well, it's also a game ender card. If you've got a ton of mana, just dump 20 into it. You mill 10, and I get XO.
Ugh.
XX.
XX.
Infinite mana strategies. Boo.
That's not infinite mana. That's 20 mana.
I know that's not infinite mana, but
20
if
mana
you
is a
have
number
infinite
I can
mana,
count
there you
to.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do have infinite mana or any mana combo, you can end the game with it. It's also I like top deck control. The saltier I am, the more top deck control I tend to put in a game. Because a lot of people tutor to the top of the library, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, really quickly, sorry. Back to what I was going to say with all of these volatile faults, all these annoying lands. We have that consign into dreams thing that does tuck red or blue, or red or green, and it is really funny to use that card, put it on top, and they're like, whatever, I'll draw it next turn, and then you get them to shuffle it into their deck. That's really fun to me. To me, it's a good time. To everyone else, it does not seem as fun.
Remember, they say may search. May.
Not all of them say may.
It's true.
Again, that is also a brutal choice to have to make, to be down a land, or so rough. We have some protection section. Sherman, please.
Yep. So no, first one we have is going to be Deluge for Tuner Blue. It's an instant. Tap all creatures without flying.
A little extra way to get our commander through if we need to, or to protect us from a field of Scoot Swarms. Again, it's unlikely they're going to keep the Scoot Swarm long enough, but just so you know, because this did specifically come up, you definitely have to get rid of that Scoot Swarm before they play the land, and playing a land is not stack. You gotta get rid of that Scoot Swarm early. Just be annoying with it every time. I love it. We've got a War Tax, which is also, it's one of my favorite annoying cards in the game. 2 and a blue. You pay, it's an enchantment. You pay X and 1 blue. Creatures can't attack this turn unless the controller pays X for each attacking creature. It is nice too, politics. You can save someone with it. Be like, yeah, like, we're not going to attack. No one's overrunning with tokens this turn. I'll put 3 into it. Pay 50 to try attack, yeah.
Fair.
All right, now we're at the second theme of the deck.
Ramp?
Yeah, it's all ramp. It's all rocks and bounce. That's it. That's the entire deck is rocks and bounce. And again, you're not running out of mana in this deck. There's 21 ramp in it.
Yeah, starting us off here, we got Arcane Signet, 2 mana. Tap it for 1 mana of any color, and your commander's that entity.
Right. Next one is a new card. I'm actually looking forward to this one. It's going to be Bender's Water Skin for 3 mana. It's an artifact. Untap this artifact during each other player's untap step. And you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color.
If you're a player like Sherman, this is like mana from the heavens. This
Yes.
Again, the fact that you're getting that untap every turn to keep out your interaction up, I hate it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Great card. Here we have our Case of the Ransacked Lab. It's 2 and a blue. Instants and sorceries, it's a case. Instants and sorceries, you cast are 1 less, which is, again, not really important in our deck because it's all 1 drops and 2 drops. We're not really saving that much. To solve, you've cast 4 or more instant spells this turn, which is pretty easy to get in our deck because, again, they're all 1 mana. And then solved whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, draw a card, which is also annoying.
Next up, we've got Cold Steel Heart. 2 mana for Snow Artifact. It enters tapped. When it enters, choose a color, and you can tap to add 1 mana of the chosen color.
Nice. And then we have Decanter of Endless Water for 3 mana. You have no max hand size and tap to add 1 mana of any color.
Yeah. Again, I just really like Decanter in general. I always put in things. This is probably the best mana rock in the deck. It's Elementalist palette, 3 colorless. Whenever you cast a spell with X in it, you put 2 charge counters on it. Great. Tap to add 1 mana of any color, or tap add a colorless for each charge counter on it. Spend it only on spells that contain X. That's so again, it just grows every time. You have to blow this rock up. You cannot leave it alone.
Next up, we've got Fell Warstone. 2 mana for an artifact. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce.
And then we have a Fractured Power Stone for 2 mana. It's an artifact that taps for a colorless, and you can tap it to roll the planar die. Activate only as a sorcery, but we're not playing Plane Chase, so it's fine.
Yeah. Again, we just want as much mana as we can get in this deck, and blue's you're kind of stuck with just rocks, sadly. On our theme of playing birds, because technically, again, we are birds and spirits, and that's all that we need. Glint Nest Crane is our bird here, 1 in the blue. It's a 1/3 flyer. When it enters, look at the top 4 cards of the library. You can reveal an artifact from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest in the bottom. Pretty likely chance we're gonna hit that. We've got a fair bit of rocks in here, so again, just a nice early way to grab an extra one.
Mm-hmm. Then we've got Honor Worn Shaku, 3 mana artifact. You can tap it for colorless, or tap an untapped legendary permanent you control to untap Honor Worn Shaku.
Oh, this next one is so annoying. Kefnet's Monument for 3 mana. It's a legendary artifact, and your blue creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Here's the fun part, though. Whenever you cast a creature spell, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap during its controller's next untap phase.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. It's again, it's great to tap down like people's mana sources, bloom tenders, those kind of things. As the game gets more efficient, annoying cards get more fun to play because like you know what I mean. There's so many good things like you're not going to outvalue like your Kinnan deck with this, right? Because everything taps for a lot of mana. But in a lot of decks, there's like 1 or 2 creatures, and that's their big mana generator. And it's just really nice to be able to tap down like someone's Marwyn, someone's like Priest of Titania, something like that. I love it. We've got our Midnight Clock here, 2 and a blue. Add a blue, 2 and a blue again. Put an hour counter on it. At the beginning of each upkeep, you put an hour counter on Midnight Clock. Pretty much every time I see anyone play this, they forget this part. Everyone just acts like it's a rock, but it does just keep going. When the 12 counters put onto it, you shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards, exile Midnight Clock. But that gives me all my bounce back. That puts them all back in.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Mind Stone, 2 mana artifact, taps for colorless. You can pay 1 and tap it to sacrifice it and draw a card.
Then we come to a Misleading Signpost for 2 and a blue. It's an artifact with flash. When Misleading Signpost enters the battlefield during the declare attacker's step, you may reselect which player or permanent target attacking creature is attacking. You can tap for a single blue. Wow, it's $15. Good lord.
Yeah, it definitely has to come down in price for sure, but it is really, again, you're rage baiting people in this deck, right? You're making them, you're deliberately making people mad. They're going to attack you. And it's so funny to wreck people's alliances. I can't say that enough. It's so funny to be like, no, like you're actually going to attack Sherman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. We've got a Relic of Legends, kind of like Honor War Shaku again. 3 colorless. You tap to add 1 mana of any color, or you tap an untapped legendary creature you control. You add 1 mana of any color. Which it is nice to be able to get that colored mana back from your commander. And it has vigilance, so you can keep doing this in combat too. It's so annoying. I love it.
Then we've got Sapphire Medallion, 2 mana artifact. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less.
Always good. Then after that, we have the Seance board for 2 mana. It's an artifact that has Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a soul counter on the board. You can tap it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of soul counters on the Seance board. Spend this mana only to cast instant, sorcery, demon, and spirit spells. Wow, that's very specific.
That's pretty much all that's in the deck, though.
That's fair.
The commander is a spirit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
only got 5 creatures in here as well, so
All you need. All we need is 5 creatures. 5 creatures and 20 something bounce spells. We have our soul ring again, just one. Add 2 mana.
I am honestly, before I read the next one, I'm surprised you don't have Sky Diamond in here.
Sky Diamond's probably going to go into my cheaper one. Again, I want to get things out as fast as I can in this deck, which is why, like, again, a turn 1 in this deck is like, if you get like your traditional like soul ring like 2-drop, and you're able to go into turn 3 with 5 mana, that's really bad in this, because your commander's going to come out with those extra 1 counters. We've got a draw engine online. We've got bounce mana up and available from the get-go, and it just gets worse from there.
Interesting. Next up, we've got Thought Vessel. 2 mana, you have no max hand size, taps for colorless.
Next one's gonna be the Victory Chimes for 3 mana. It's an artifact that untap Victory Chimes during each other player's untap step, and you can tap it tap it to have a player of your choice add colorless mana.
We can be friendly.
Yeah.
We can have buddies. We have a Walking Atlas here as well. It's 2 mana. Tap, you can put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Again, we're just drawing so much that we want that. The next section that we are hitting into here is one that's not usually in decks of mine.
Yeah, we got some removal.
Removal.
We've got fun removal. I think it's nice, unique removal.
Fascinating.
It's on theme. Man, this deck it makes people so mad. It's I really can't stress enough that whenever we talk and stuff, we write show notes and we have like topics and stuff. One of the topics we talked about before was being annoying on a budget, and this is a really budget way. A lot of these are budget ways to just be super obnoxious, and I'm a big fan of all of them. I don't play a lot of instants and sorceries in deck, but when I do, I tend to be just pretty annoying. That's probably why I don't do it often. But anyways, please take us away with our removal.
Sure. First up, we got Aetherize. 3 and a blue for an instant. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand.
Such a good card.
We are all playing bounce.
Next one is gonna be Amphibian Downpour for 2 and a blue. It's an enchantment that's an aura. It has flash and storm. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness 1/1. The fact that it has storm is really brutal.
Yeah, that's a rough enchantment. If you go off and you have a good turn and you again, it's really funny because you end up you aetherize everything back to hand. Okay, that's not fun. But I don't worry, I can rebuild my board state, and you put like 6 creatures back out because you've got a lot of mana, and then they all become 1/1s because I storm off. Nice.
And then you bounce the original Amphibian Downpour back to your hand and do it all over again.
You can return permanents to the deck, Slothy. I didn't say it. But yeah, it sounds like you have a good idea of my playstyle with this deck. We have evacuation. 3 double blue, return all creatures to their owner's hands.
That's annoying.
Everyone's playing bounce. You've got to believe me.
Then we've got Extract. Single blue for sorcery. Search target player's library for a card and remove it from the game. Then that player shuffles their library.
I put this card in specifically because of how annoyed I am all the time with the current pregame discussion where everyone thinks that they need to sit and discuss what their win con. I win with a Laboratory Maniac. Cool. Turn 1 Extract. I remove Laboratory Maniac from the game. Anything else?
I feel like this has kind of like you were saying earlier with what's it called? Consigned to Dream with the red or green permanent on top and then shuffling it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is really funny to search. Yeah, search people's library. Yeah.
And next one's going to be Raven Form for 2 and a blue. It's a sorcery. Exile target artifact or creature. its controller creates a 1/1 bluebird creature token with flying, and it has foretell for a single blue.
Undoubtedly, there's better removal. However, this is a bird,
Fair.
and I'm nothing if not consistent.
Foretell bangs.
Yeah, Foretell does. We have Resculpt again. It's one in the blue. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller gets a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token.
Then we've got Washout, 3 and a blue. Return all permanents. It's a sorcery. Return all permanents of the color of your choice to their owner's hand.
You sounded disappointed.
Washout's a great card.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's see. The next one's gonna be Witness Protection for a single blue. It's an enchantment. That's an aura as well. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen creature with base power and toughness 1/1 named Legitimate Businessman.
Yep.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, I do have the things to get rid of these for. If I put this on your commander, you can make a deal with me. I can force you to make a deal. I'll put it back in your hand. You can have your commander back. But let this be a lesson. Otherwise, we're conducting legitimate business. Next we have theft, because why wouldn't we? The deck is all about them searching. That's we get a draw, but also it's kind of nice to search as well. So we start off with bribery. 3 double blue, search target opponent's library for a creature, put it onto the battlefield under your control, then they shuffle. You can
Then
also get
we've
the
got
commander with that.
Yeah. Then we've got Commandeer, 5 double blue for an instant. You may exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana value. Gain control of target non-creature spell. You may choose new targets for it.
I'll tell you right now, no one's psych rifting me. I'm psych rifting us all.
All right. Next one here is gonna be Rod of Absorption for 2 and a blue. It's an artifact. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, exile it instead of putting it into the graveyard as it resolves. You can tap X and tap this, sacrifice the rod. You may cast any number of spells from among cards exiled with Rod of Absorption with total mana value X or less without paying their mana cost.
I like that card a lot.
I like this card just to have it out, just to like have it as graveyard removal in
It's
a sense.
yeah, it is a good deterrent.
Yeah.
And again, we do have a lot of mana up, right? So it's very easy for us we got a lot of ramp in the deck. So it is really easy for us to just keep this ready to go and somebody finally tries to. No one plays Corrosive Grip. They should play Corrosive Grip. It's a great card. Split Second is wonderful. But no one does. I naturalize this. Interesting. Your board's in your hand. And then we have the final one of our theft section here is Sudden Substitution. It's 2 double blue. It's got Split Second. Exchange control of target non-creature spell and target creature. Then that spell's controller may choose new targets for it. It's really fun to give our commander away because we just keep putting it back in our hand anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So it looks like we got a couple sections here left.
No, those are all made board. This next one is the last one in the actual deck.
Oh,
Untap.
okay. Yeah. Unstoppable Plan. 2 and a blue for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We have enough rocks that's obnoxious. The other sections in the deck are just other ways that you can go with it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on them. One is you can double up the ETB of your commander because it is the X will double up that way. It's wonderful. You could put an Ozolith in the deck as well too, and every time you bounce your commander, you keep the power. That would still be a nice way, but so yeah, I put just your typical like Panharmonicon, Starfield Vocalist, like those kind of things. Reflections of Lit Jara it's not really a Panharmonicon, but it's again the commander will still like enter because it's a copy, so we'll still get our extra draw off. It again, they're not a horrible way. Then there is some like cool stuff. Again, you'll see that some of the maybe board is even more more bounce because I didn't have enough. But things like Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I can never find it, which is why it's maybe board. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's for anyone who doesn't, it's 2 colorless. You can spend mana as though it was any color to activate abilities. Creatures with 1/1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creatures, and then you can exile cards from a graveyard. I just really and put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. I like the card a lot, but I just can never find it.
Yeah.
Fate
Yeah.
Spinner's just annoying. Imposter Syndrome is again the same thing that makes it so we can just get more of our commanders. I just like the meme of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
most like I said, most of the stuff is not it's not incredible. You can swap out some of the bounce spells for these Sphinx's tutelage kind of whenever you draw a card, opponents mill things, and that would also be good. Yeah, there's not much. Archive Trap is really funny as well. Not only do I draw, but you mill 13. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot of it is just and Tasha's hideous laughter. I tend to take that out of decks because it makes people really mad. They're like, and again, I say that in a deck where the whole purpose is to kind of be a little salty. But Tasha's hideous laughter, especially as I keep saying, Magic keeps getting more efficient right now. So everyone
Yeah.
exiling the top card of their library until they have mana value 20 or more. A lot of times that you're milling probably like 40, 50 cards with this 3 mana, like between the 3
Yeah.
players. It's
True.
pretty rough, yeah. And the stronger the deck type, the stronger it is. Like I've got a lot. My whole deck's basically 1 and 2 drops, right?
Mhm.
So even if it's like a 2-to-1 ratio, like you're gonna hit 30 of my cards with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would suck a lot. And then yeah, there's just some token things. Like I said, that's you guys get the gist of the deck. I think you understand what I was going for with it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I said, it is a really fun deck to play. Uh, the commander itself, there's a lot of cool ways you can go about it. Like you can go a bird deck or spirit deck. There's tons of support for either. But
Mhm.
I just saw a repeatable draw engine from the command zone that also lets me sit there and just be really silly with a lot of mana held up.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, I've had a ton of fun playing it. It's you can play it on the cheap. It doesn't need to be that much, especially when the commander's $70, not 60. But yeah, that's I don't know. Any thoughts on this, you guys? I'm gonna bounce some ideas off you.
On
It
that
does
note,
seem annoying.
It is annoying. It's funny. Again, what does people want from me? You don't play enough instants, and then I'm like, all right, say less. All
There
right,
you go.
all right, go back, go revert. You go ahead, Slothy. What do you think?
I like it. I think it has interesting play patterns. I think it's going to be very annoying.
Like I said,
Um,
I'm not bringing it face to face.
mhm. I think it's pretty cool. I'm glad you're not bringing it to face, although I would still like to play against it at some point.
I'll do a stream game with it at some point, but again, that's I need people who have like some thick like Dean. Dean is a wonderful target for a deck like this
Yeah.
because Dean likes salty things and Dean tutors a lot.
Fair.
I think this says this is like a bracket too. Yeah, we're playing low
Yeah.
power.
It's true. We are playing low power.
Yeah, like I
Now, I
said,
don't know if I would play it into bracket 2 decks.
no, I wouldn't. Yeah, that talks
However,
a bit.
technically,
Yeah, that talks about the intent, right? And the intent
yeah.
in bracket 2 to wreck everyone's game is not a wonderful intent.
Hmm.
No.
I think it functions pretty well in that, and as well, this deck also deals pretty well with like the thing I dislike the most in the game is Cyclonic Rift. I hate that card, but I've got no creatures to Cyclonic Rift and stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I'm pumping out is going to be mana rock. So if you just if you do this, all I'm going to do is dump all of my mana into bouncing your board with me, and then probably your lands too, which I think is funny. But yeah, I'll just bounce your board with me, and then I'll just repump all my mana out. Again, this is pretty straightforward deck. You play a bird,
Yeah.
you draw cards. I don't know what more to say. You pick one person. I have a horrible habit of picking a fight with everyone at the table. I'm like, don't do that. Leave my stuff. No, you pick one person who's done you wrong the game before this, and then you say, "Ha, no, I'm not even salty about that. I thought it was really funny how you removed the stuff from my field, and then I died, and you took away my blocker. No, it's all good. That's all."
Sure.
Also, Sherman, it is a librarian. Does it go in the book travel?
I know it's $60.
It's gotta drop. It's a great card, but it's not $70 great.
It's getting to the point where like you have like decks where it's just like, okay, what do I take out? Because everything like synergizes so well. It's like, what do you take out?
Commander
Right?
2, Commander number 2, 200 cards.
No. Too many. Too many.
100's a nice number.
Yeah.
No, big Magic doesn't want you to know this, but we can go higher. 300 cards. Honestly
not.
though, yeah, no, like I said, I have a lot of fun playing with this one. I understand that it's again, this isn't the deck style for everyone. You have to understand that you're going there's no way to play this really and not make people angry. Even if you're just using it to flicker only your commander, you're still being
Mhm.
so annoying with your own commander and like putting it back in your hand, getting so much draw. A lot of the time when you're refilling your hand, you're getting more bounce spells or more ramp to get more of that. And at the end of the day, it is also a scary flyer that can just at any point, like, it's hard to threat assess around, okay, well, it's just a 1/1 right now. It's not a big deal. And then end step, I dump 20 mana into it. It's coming out as like a 21/21 flyer.
Yeah.
Especially with that the Elementalist palette. I've only out of all the games I've played 4 games with this. I got it online one time, and yeah, it's too much mana. That card has to die.
Mhm.
The 2 every time you get a bounce is just it's too much mana. But it's fun. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say about this. Sherman, any closing thoughts?
No, I'm good.
We wrap it. We wrap the deck. Thank you guys for getting through another one of my silly decks here. If you like any of these cards and you do want to buy some of these Avatar ones, they are absolute banger cards. And though again, it's a beautiful card. Go to housecards.ca, promo code IT99. That's going to give you a discount. They've got great stock. They are just very, very fast with shipping. They're wonderful all around. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. Come over onto Patreon if you want to talk about like the newer cards and spoilers, building decks, all those kind of things. We've got wonderful people on Patreon, and I appreciate every one of them. They're wonderful people. And then, yeah, other than that, go over to the link in our bio there. It's going to be for Nerd Gear. And yeah, Playmat Sanctuary, because there's going to be cool playmats. I need this artwork playmat for the Wan Shi Tong. So go do that. They've got cool commander trays. They've got spin downs. They got it all. They got wonderful stuff. So I like their life counters. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the song and I don't know, be nice to your friends after a game like this. In the chat, Thunders just told me there's deck boxes like the Bloomburrow stuff. And if there is, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, bye everyone.
All right, later.
Yeah, it's money spending time.
Yeah.